Hey,
We are back. Thank you. Welcome back. Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your host, Miss Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. And as you can see, we have a special guest, L Teddy 27. What you talking about?
I ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm Brandon Raven rambling about bloviating about nothing. Just here blathering about.
Yeah,
We talk
we
about
love
nothing.
we love to have you here. Thank you for joining our show. If you don't know, are you sipping on anything?
Not yet, but I can be. Don't worry, I will be.
Go ahead and get you something to drink. Shoot. Cause if y'all don't know, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. We are live on TikTok and YouTube. Y'all click the link in my bio. Every time you hear the word messy, you take a sip or a hit or whatever, a bump or whatever it is that you like to do in your spare time, y'all. We don't judge. This is a safe space.
Opening this just for you.
Thank you. Jen make you sin, you nasty bitch. All right, let's jump right into it. There's a lot. I mean, it's like a lot to talk about and ain't nothing at the same time. Because we feeling real messy this Monday.
Really? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing?
Messy, messy, messy. Hey.
I'm not doing this with you. I just got through that one.
Speaking of a messy bitch, so that was four. Y'all saw that Cardi B is getting sued for throwing that microphone in that girl's face after she
She
threw
should
water
be.
on
She should be. Just like she took your girl Tasha K to the cleaners, which she should have. I hope this woman take her to the cleaners. Get eight. I want 8 figures, 10 million at least, 8 figures. You were stupid. It was stupid.
I mean, they saying that I don't know if y'all saw the clips. Wow, really? So people are actually agreeing with you, and I kind of don't. I mean, yes, I okay. Hold on, let's take it back. Let's take it back, right? Okay, so if y'all don't know, I'm sure y'all have all seen the video because it's pretty viral at this point. Cardi B was performing. I'm not sure where she was performing at. If anybody knows, please drop down in the comments and let me know. So she's performing because I mean she don't got no new music. It's not like she got a new album or anything. But anyway, she's performing, she's doing her thing, and she was telling the people like, "Oh God, y'all know how Cardi is with her antics. She's like, it's hot. I got throw some water on me. It's hot." And so she told the people in the audience like, "Throw some water on me. Throw some water." Teddy, did you see it or no?
Yes, I saw it. And
So
the people did what she asked her to do.
yeah,
Asked them to do.
but she said, "Okay, it's called a call and response." Anyway, she told them earlier on, "Okay, throw some water on me," but somebody proceeded to hurl water at her midway through her performing, and I just thought that they was kind of shady for that, and a
Okay,
little.
but here's the deal. You don't have the role of playing pitcher in Major League Baseball. Your accuracy and aim is questionable at best. Even if you were able to pinpoint and identify the person, look at that scene. That's a whole, they ain't got no seats. They're in a crowd of people standing, jumping, dancing, flailing about. There's it stands to reason you're likely to not hit the person than hit the person.
So
So why would you think, but I don't expect Cardi B and her depreciating brain capacity. I don't expect for her to have the mental fortitude and wherewithal to say, hey, we have hired security. We have hired, event staff. We have a whole bunch of people who gets paid to handle this. Even if the person was wrong as rain, if your argument is going when you invited people to throw water on you in the beginning, you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. You started it. You can't now be like, okay, I'm the girl,
I don't
girl. And so in the court of law, you can get taken to the cleaners. You can't be hitting people.
they not. Cardi got all this money. She not that. I don't know. One thing about Cardi, they gonna coddle. We might as well call her Coddle B because that's really what y'all do. Y'all coddle that grown ass woman. But I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like it was a reaction, like a fight or flight. But I do agree. She's an adult and she has liabilities. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
with some water after you had already had water splashed on you, boo. That ain't no fight or flight situation. She waited a moment, cocked back, and then threw it.
I don't know if I agree, and I don't even like the bitch. I'm gonna
I
be
don't
honest.
like her either.
I'm not
But
a fan.
she no, you can't listen. This is my problem with a lot of these rappers, entertainers, whatever people. You cannot call yourself in another tax bracket and still want to act like you in the tax bracket you was before you got there. That's not how any of this works.
I agree
You
with that.
cannot have it both ways. So when you assimilated, you elevated, and whatever, and you're Cardi B making millions of dollars, your opportunity, a lot of things go with that. You don't have any privacy, so you can't just walk into Kroger's or, Albertsons or Publix or wherever anymore and not be, swarmed by people. That's one. You give up the right to just say, oh, I'ma just start fighting people, which is why most celebrities have bodyguards and a team of people
Handlers.
around them so that they don't have to be. So it's no way you on the stage. Come on now. Come on, Medusa, go with me now.
That's
You on the stage.
hear you. I hear you, but this is the
If the person who you with to go see throws a microphone at you, hurls a microphone, that can cause you to get probably concussed.
yeah.
You can have a gash in your head depending on what part of the microphone. Like, what were you thinking about? Sue her for everything she's worth.
She's not thinking, but I feel like they're probably gonna settle. Cardi B believes that she's above the law. But she's a Caucasian woman, and that's what Caucasian women do. Okay.
And then y'all sit up here and let her say N words all the time. Let me shut up. That's why I don't like her. That's why I never liked her. Because her and Fat Joe and
This
all of them that
is
want to assimilate and
mm,
be able to you let me shut up. That's a whole nother topic. Sue,
let,
listen, that
let,
settlement is for no less than 10 million. If it's me, because I would have been if it wasn't even hit me, if it ran by me, I'm gonna fall on the ground, be paralyzed, go into convulsions, and sue you for 10 million. You want to settle 10 million?
I just want to point out that Cardi said that she was in an interracial relationship when she first got with Offset. So I'm not sure how she's black if she herself describes her relationship with
Exactly.
a interracial.
Both of her parents are Latino Hispanic.
Hmm.
So it be people really out here windmilling for her. Really be out here windmilling for her
I don't even we could go on and on. Are there
until we
any
blew in the face.
we could go on and on. Pause. Now wait a minute now. Y'all real quiet on TikTok. What's the T? Okay, where are the likes? Where's the engagement? No, she is not black. She just started identifying as black like literally 2 minutes ago. Y'all forced her to be black, and now here we are. Okay, because prior to that, she considered herself to be a non-black woman. They asked her about in a Vlad interview. She was asked, "Why do you use the N word?" And instead of her just saying, "Well, I'm black, so I can use it," she goes on this whole long spiel about how it's New York culture. Well, if you were black, well, what the fuck does New York culture have to do with anything? Um,
Hello.
Cardi B is not a black woman. I don't know what, like, literally, she just woke up. I think y'all forced her to be black. You know what it is? She was in combat with Nicki. And so y'all forced her to be black so that she could go and take out an actual black woman. But let's not pretend like Nicki Minaj ain't got no color complex either because Harajuku, what? Bitch, you ain't Asian. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to get the live taken down. Um, like what? Who? I'm sorry. Like you tried it.
Mm,
I'm a bar.
yeah, I'm not the biggest Cardi B fan at all. At all.
I'm just saying. I just call a thing a thing. Speaking, since we're on the topic of hip hop, music, female rap, our favorite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit wonder, Ice Spice. She a baddie. She's showing her panty. Had a minor in her music video. If y'all are not tuned in to my YouTube, y'all better click the link in my bio because you can't see the facial expressions of my co.
I mean, we just going from bad to worse. We just going from the pot to the fire if we, in terms of why are we here with these people?
Yes, Ellie, she had a minor in her music video, and I'm sorry. Am I allowed to show
Now,
the girl? Can I show her face or no? Am I supposed? Because I'm
I
like
don't I don't know the rule. Now, what did the minor? I heard that she had, but my problem is what was the minor doing in the video?
throwing
Because I
ass,
didn't see the video.
throwing
Hmm?
ass, and she was throwing her ass and showing her panties.
I don't. I mean, I'm born and raised Miami, where bass and booty music originates from. Okay, we were doing what y'all call twerking, all of that stuff. We've been doing that since the annals of time. And my point being, that's we see that every day. Little kids, I mean, from the age of 2 years old, you down there getting it. And that's as long as I can remember. And I can remember back farther than most people. So I if you tell me she got a little girl on the video twerking, I'm gonna be like, okay. I really don't have an issue with it.
Okay, here's my
And
thing.
there's a lot of videos we have now, and this is coming from somebody we have a lot of videos of that from local rappers and stuff and local, artists where it's little kids in a video all day long twerking right next to grown people. So, but who am I?
I don't think there's anything wrong with kids shaking they not shaking they but twerking, whatever. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But there's a difference between like I don't think that twerking is necessarily like overtly sexual. I just think like it's just a part of our culture. But in this particular context, this little girl is being sexualized. However,
Okay. Yeah, see, I just haven't seen it. That's why.
it's hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm gonna
What's
click
the name of the video?
Deli. She is bent over in the video. She's throwing her like she's literally. I mean, it's and here's the thing. I don't know. I don't want to show the girl. I'm a protector because she's a minor, but she looks like a little girl. Like, and that's what I'm like. And how old is Ice Spice? Ice Spice is like what 22. I'm just like, I think that's the problem with these Gen Zs. Like these Gen Zs, they don't realize like you're an adult now. Like I know you graduated not too long ago. I know you probably still feel like you're still like not a kid. You probably don't feel like a full blown adult, but you are an adult, and this is a minor. And I think it's weird that y'all don't know how. Like when I was 22, I was not hanging out with 16-year-olds. That's inappropriate. Like
I wasn't either, but then again, I was in college hanging out with college students.
that's what I'm
Getting
saying. If you're
flashed.
college age, you should be hanging out with college students. I could kind of see if you was like 19 and you still had friends back in high school, like maybe a year or two behind. Okay, but you 23, she's 16. Y'all was never in the same circles. Y'all never was in high school together. What's going on? Like, and then how about I feel like and it is you can't even say that you didn't know she was underage because she looks like a little girl. Let me go to the comments real quick. Let me go to the comments. Not too much now. Hey, double minority. Hey, Molly. All my regulars is in the room.
Are you regulars?
All
Hey,
right.
regulars.
Hey, regulars. Yes, with Nola Bounce. See, like, right, same thing with Caribbean culture, but there's a fine line between, us embracing our culture and us sexualizing kids. And that's exactly what she's doing. But let's be for real, right? Now this is where the unpopular opinion comes in. Hip hop has been sexualizing black girls and black women forever. Y'all know that infamous photo of Lil Kim where she got her legs spread eagle and she's bent down and like Nicki Minaj copied it. Y'all know like that infamous photo of Lil Kim, right? She was 17 years old in that picture.
Was she?
Yes.
Let me remember now. I'm old enough to remember that time period.
She was 17 years
I
old.
don't know if she was 17 back
She
then.
was. I'm telling you, she was. It was something that it kind of just people just glazed off of. And so it's like you got grown men who they were talking about like when they were locked up during the time fighting over. Now, granted, I don't think that this is not common information that she was underage, but she was. I mean, when she met Biggie,
I gotta go back and remember.
when she met Biggie, she was 15. Like that's a fact. She met him when she was 15, and shortly after that, she was running around with what is it? What Junior Mafia? And yeah, she was 17 years old. And when that picture was taken, she was 17. This is a fact. So I'm
I'm
saying
gonna take your word for it. Was she 17 when it came out?
I'm
I'm
not
trying to remember.
she was 17 when the photo was taken. And so the point that I'm making is that this, and I mean, we're not even gonna talk about Aaliyah. We're not even gonna talk about Monica. We're not even gonna talk about Tierra Marie. Talking about, is there any boys around that know how to make a girl feel good? Do I have to tell her where to touch me, where to hold me? I tell her make a nigga feel I'm a woman.
I mean, I'm not gonna go that far
Why not?
because lyrics to and here's why I'm not gonna go that far. Lyrics to you singing a song, as long as the song, I mean, even in R&B, there are R&B songs that get that are real grown people song. I'll give you a perfect example. Little as prepubescent Michael Jackson, who at the time was singing better than most of the grown people I've ever heard in my lifetime. But back in the day was singing about grown ass people shit and grown ass stuff that you was like, I know he has no way of, understanding that. But it was a part of the industry. You know what I'm saying? So where do we draw the line?
Well, I think the line was drawn when he was having sleepovers with little kids. I think that's where the line was drawn.
That's a whole different. We're talking about prepubescent. I don't think one has to do with the other.
I mean, I do. We see where the sexual, or him being over sexualized. We see where that came from. The point is like but you still okay. I'm not doing this. I'm not
Well,
doing.
no, and the reason that I say that is because it's very well known and documented by people who work in the science of figuring out these types of illnesses. Pedophilia has nothing is very little, if anything, to do with sexuality.
I'm on TikTok, so you gotta use like
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. The things
PEO.
that you do with people underage have
Yeah.
very little to do with um sexuality or the sex. More so, they always say it's the power of it all, and that right there is well documented. So that's why I'm saying what Michael was him. The point that I was making was he sang about grown stuff, and it's not a new phenomenon. It's been going on since the annals of time, in singing. Where if you go back to the early 1900s, most of those people, when they first came into the industry and stuff, were in their teens. So it's not a new phenomenon. I just think that in 2023, the way we look at and think about things is sometimes ultra sensitive, ultra, everything is a, oh my God, this makes me uncomfortable, so this has to go away. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I'm saying that this isn't new. I also agree that something that we've been doing a long time doesn't mean we were doing it right. Doesn't mean it was good either. Um, I'm just saying the point that I'm making is what she's doing is not new. It
I
is
agree. I agree. That's why I brought up the Lil Kim photo. It's not new. This is not like it's not like, oh, hip hop is just so sexual nowadays. It's like, no, it's always been like this. We've all black women and little black girls have always been
okay.
overly.
I don't watch the video twice, and I'm still waiting to see this little girl on
She
Deli.
she throwing that ass. It's like maybe it's like a quick video. It's like a quick. She throwing that ass.
I saw two girls on the top of a car.
I think that I don't know. I know her panties were showing in the video. And so I think that's where the problem. It's like maybe it's like, and like you probably don't realize it because all you see is an ass. You know what I'm saying? So you don't realize, oh, this is a child's ass. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the
Like,
girl who had on the all black? It's the girl
yeah.
with the all black on. She had on black shorts.
She's like, listen, I could show. I would show you what her face looked like, but I'm trying to pretend. I mean, it's all her ass and that.
Okay, no, I'm gonna take your word for it. I've watched the video a couple times now, and I was trying to look for her,
She's one of the
and
girls in
I
the car. She's one of the girls in the car. That's what it is.
oh, she one of the two girls on the car. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's her. Listen, I mean, somebody gotta be held
How
accountable.
did they know? I don't even. You can't even see the girl's face.
You can see the face in the video though. She looks like a little, like she looks like a child. Like that's the thing. That's the only thing about it that's like kind of cringy. You can't be, sometimes like you remember when that Akon video came through? With that when that Akon shit when he made the whole sorry apology because he was like dancing with a minor and like she snuck it through. Like she actually looked grown. Like I hate to say that, but sometimes you really can't tell, especially with these lace fronts and the lashes. But when this case is like, no, you look like a little girl who just has on a lot of makeup. I'm looking at the comments. Even with Britney Spears, she was a minor walking around in the high school uniforms. These grown folks don't be caring in the music industry. Lemon
Was
Kush,
Britney still a minor in Baby One More Time?
16.
She was 16 and Hit Me Baby One More Time?
I'm almost positive.
Because that came out in what, 99?
Maybe even younger. Because I mean, it was like right after the Mickey. Yeah, they were. Come on.
I'm just asking. She was fully clothed.
Okay. Hey, Lemon Pepper Cut.
All right, Britney Spears. Hold on. Let's do the math.
Like
Britney Spears is 41.
Okay. Oh, she's young. I thought she was older than that.
Britney Spears is 41. That video came out in 99, I believe. So that is about 16. I would say about, because that's about 24 years ago. 16, 17, somewhere around there.
Kim talked about how they marketed her as older because her raps were so explicit. I mean, the same thing with Aaliyah. They told her not.
Let's be clear. Lil' Kim wasn't even writing her own rap back then, so they were doing that on purpose. Lil' Kim wasn't even writing her own rap back then. Biggie was writing for her, and if you go back to her first album, they transformed Lil' Kim. Go back to the Lil' Kim first album, and then go to Lil' Kim's second album. She looks and sounds completely different. But that's because they were trying to emulate Foxy, because at the time, Foxy had a much better showing early on than Kim. And when they changed it, Kim blew Foxy out of the water, and you never, kind of heard from Foxy again.
Speaking of Foxy, I mean, we're going to talk about we'll talk about some messy tea. Foxy Brown, 15 years old, nasty ass Jay-Z, syphilis. Was it syphilis or gonorrhea? Gonorrhea. Remember, I don't know who she got it from, but remember they said she went deaf for untreated
Oh yeah. But I mean, you said she got it from Jay-Z.
No, I don't know who she got it from. I don't know who she got it from.
The Baby One More Time video came out November 26, 1998. Britney Spears was born December 2nd, 1981. So that would have made Britney Spears 17. Or about to be 17.
16. 81 to 98. That's
17. That's 17. She was 2 days away from being 17. She was 3 days away from being 17. That's how she was.
Still under it. Now, and that's another thing. And we're gonna move to the next topic. But I think it's weird. I never understood the whole like, okay, you're underage at 17, and then y'all be trying to talk to the girls at 18. Like, what is the true difference between a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old? Like, I mean, aside from them not being able to put your black ass in jail, I just think it's weird if you get with an 18-year-old, like that person was still technically a child a couple months ago. I think that's kind of weird. I mean, unless you're like 19, okay, or 20. But if you're a grown ass.
No, Biggie. Now, Nicki asked was Biggie and Biggie was older than Lil' Kim.
Biggie was a horrible person, if we're being honest.
I'm not going to go that far.
Oh, I will. Biggie was a horrible person.
Why was he a horrible person? Because he was cheating on everybody left, right, and sideways?
He was beating on everybody left, right, and sideways. He also like even talked about sleeping with, like, he even made a weird line about Raven Simone when she was like 6 years old. Like, he was weird in his raps. Biggie was a weirdo. Make sure y'all giving this video a like. Make sure y'all liking this video. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube.
Lil' Kim is not the same age as Biggie. Biggie was older than Lil' Kim because I think when Biggie died in 97, he was like 25 or 26 or something like that. And this was 1997 when he passed.
going through all of that. Okay, now let me ask the people. Did y'all want to talk about the whole Tasha K leaking the passport of Did y'all want to talk about this messy? Take a sip every time you hear the word messy. Shit with Tasha K and TS Madison passport, or we can just move on. Y'all let me know. I don't really have many thoughts.
I ain't see you take not one drink and you said the word twice. God, take some water with this. You're trying to get me toe down.
Where my husband at? Isaiah, can you make me another drink, please? Oh, thank you, Tori. Somebody send me some money. Okay, move on. I'm tired of Tasha K. Okay, what y'all?
Right. So if Kim was born in 74, right? I don't remember that picture being out in. That picture would have had to been out in 91
We're gonna move
for her
on.
to be 17. I don't think that picture was out in 91.
We're gonna move on from the Tasha K shit. I already talked about it. Follow me on YouTube. I've talked about it on my YouTube channel, live shows. Just go back and watch a couple videos, and that's my most recent video, and you'll hear my thoughts. Okay, next up we have.
Wait, hold, pause.
Yes.
Unless she filmed it earlier, Lil Kim's first album did not even come out until she was 22.
I think that's a lot. I think they lying about her age. They're lying about her age. She said that she was underage in that picture.
She could be lying.
Why would she lie about that? Okay, all right.
She was born in 74. So that's what I'm saying. I was around during that time. She was born in 74. Her first album, I remember, came out like right before Biggie died. She was over 20. It's no way she could have. That's what I'm saying. Look at you be lying.
I'm gonna go ahead and fact check.
I just fact checked. She was born July 11th, 1974.
The cancer.
Her first album didn't come out till 96. Her first album did not come out till 1996.
That picture, listen, she met Biggie when she was 15. So I'm not sure what the metrics are, but
what I'm saying is, if she met Biggie at 15, right?
Yeah,
that was 1989. Nobody knew who a Biggie Small was outside of his local neighborhood. Biggie Small's first album didn't come out until what, 94?
Maybe she was 16.
Somewhere around there.
Maybe she was.
She just thought, you know what she doing? She doing like Karen Clark shit, just making up ages and stuff like that. That's right. Wait a minute, Lil Kim. I was around during that time. Don't be trying to make us feel bad for you. You did what you did. You was a girl from round the way. He was only 2 years older than you. You was a teenager. He was a teenager. Y'all bust each other down and kept it moving. You weren't no 17 when you took that picture, Lil Kim. Let that shit go.
Medusa Show Off does not, the thoughts of El Teddy does not align with the brand and the thoughts of okay?
But let me say this. But no, Medusa, she has to be lying. I was alive during that time. I was alive.
I'm gonna stick beside her. I don't see why she would lie about that shit. Like, come on.
She might be lying to people and telling people that's her natural body and her natural face too.
Isaiah, can you make me a drink, please?
I'm just saying, but no, what I'm saying is, when she took that picture, it's no way you're going to make me believe she was 17. Because when she turned 17, that was the year of our Lord, 1991. Nobody who knew who a goddamn Biggie was in 1991 or who a goddamn Lil Kim was in 1991.
Thank you, baby. Teddy.
So that's what I'm saying. She lying.
She ain't lying.
She's lying.
Believe black women on our channel.
I'm not saying you don't believe them. You believe them until they lie and their lies are proven wrong.
All right.
You're a liar.
I'm gonna go do my research and we can revisit this next week, okay? Because you being real messy and make sure.
Why am I being? Here you go. I'm gonna drink my water. I don't care. But Medusa, I mean, come on, go with me here, Medusa. I need you to just come back to reality, okay? The woman was born in 1974, right?
I heard you. Listen, I know how to do math. I heard what you said. We
How
gonna
could she have been 17 and took that picture?
let's we're gonna move on. Can we
You
move
just
on?
don't want to believe she lied.
I'm like, nigga, I'm like, we live. I'm like, we live. Can we please move on? Jesus Christ. Okay, women do lie about their age sometimes, though. Okay, child. All right, Whitney. Whose side are you on? Are you on the women's side? So now I'm just playing. Okay, we're gonna talk about Summer Walker. Now I got some thoughts. I got some thoughts on this one right now, and I'm gonna let you know what I'm about to say is very messy, but it's very true. Let me take a sip. Take a sip every time you hear the word messy.
That's what we're doing today. All
Yes.
right, I'm taking a sip of my water.
No, I'm taking a sip of my tequila. So Summer Walker revealed that she is single. Child, I mean, she changed her man like she changed her dirty draws. She said I tried my best to be Jada Waiter, but I couldn't. It was cute though. I wish him the best. Now what the hell Jada Waiter got to do with anything? Jada Waiter over there, just sitting around spending her baby daddy's money, living her best life. I don't know why y'all hoes keep
I don't
on.
even know who Jada Waiter is.
She's an influencer who has a baby with a rapper. That's it. That's her claim to
Oh,
fame. And the fact and it goes to show, it's like, girl, you have a whole ass career, and you over here like comparing yourself to an influencer, like to somebody that like anyone can do it at this point as long as you have a nice phone. So let's take it all the way back for give it some backstory. Teddy, are you familiar with Summer Walker and her?
is she dating the guy from BMF?
Well, they just broke up. That's what she's talking about.
Oh,
It's sad. So listen, let's take it back, right? So at first she was dating, what was it, Zaytoven? Or who what's his name? London on the track. He's not attractive. She was dating him, and he has multiple children. Yeah, thank you, London. He has multiple children by multiple different women. And before she had, and the baby mothers was complaining that he wasn't paying child support, and she was, giving my man, I'm gonna stick beside him. She was chastising the baby mamas, calling them broke, saying that they was just trying to get his money, all types of foolishness. She turned around, get pregnant by him, and then I want to say like maybe a couple months after the baby was born, complaining about how he ain't in his child's life. Okay, so that's how her womanhood is set up. That's how her that's how I'm trying. I'm not done. So I want to say that baby. What now? Y'all correct me when I'm wrong, and acknowledge me when I'm right. First of all, let me know, have I told any lies yet? But now, y'all let me know. The baby, so she had a baby with the man who has a reputation of not being active in his children's lives. And I want to say maybe 8 months later, the baby was only a couple months old, not even 1 year old. She go and meet this new dude. They're madly in love. Tattoo his name on her face. He tattoos her name on her face, and they get pregnant shortly after meeting. Am I lying? That baby was less than 1 year old before she had moved on and got pregnant again. Yes, that was Larry, and now they have twins. So she has 3 kids. Whitney, are you sure? Somebody needs to fact check that. But y'all let me know how her baby was not old. Her baby was less than 1 year old before she moved on to the next one. Okay, shortly after that, about 6 months later, they out, and now she is with the dude from BMF. And my thing is, I'm not trying to clock her coochie miles. Okay, because it really is none of our business, but she makes it our business every time she posts these men and break up with them the next 6 months later. Teddy, for Summer Walker is what I describe as friendly coochie. You know what friendly coochie is? See, my coochie is standoffish. My coochie got an attitude. I don't let just anybody, it don't just interact with everybody, but Summer Walker's coochie is very nice. It's just very friendly, like,
when I first saw her or heard about her, wasn't it a girl on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood with a similar name? I just remember there was a girl one season on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood who just reminds me of her. I just remember. Um,
Hmm. I wonder who Moniz.
I
Girl,
know this was Hollywood. This was definitely Hollywood.
that was Monique. Brooke Valentine.
No, one Brooke Valentine. It was I don't remember. It was the season because she was fighting with.
Masika.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I'm
I don't.
telling you, I thought it was Summer Walk when I first saw her. I said because her name was similar. It was I think her name was similar. It was Summer something, but I vividly remember. Um,
And Love and Hip Hop Hollywood was my show, so I will remember.
hold
But
on.
Summer Walker, just like I said, she got friendly coochie, and she just. My thing is, I just think that I'm sorry, I just think that Summer Walker is way too focused on her relationships and not on her kids. Like, girl, go and be a mom to them kids. I'm sorry, like instead of like. It's like, why do you keep on having children with men that are not committed to you? Like, I mean, like, what? I get it one time. Okay, we all make mistakes, but like, why do you keep creating like at this point this is becoming a pattern.
Does she have talent?
She's talented. Yeah, she can write. She writes her own music and she sings. So yeah, she is talented.
I'm not talking about Apple Watts. I know who Apple Watts is. She was the stripper who used to bounce her booty and walk on her booty cheeks down. I know who Apple Watts is. This was she
Yeah,
was fighting, I want to say, with Lyrica one season.
yeah.
This was the second before the last the season before the last season. I remember.
I think Apple and Summer do have a similar aesthetic though.
No, I know vividly who Apple Watts is. This is an Apple Watts. This was the girl I remember vividly. But anyway,
She said
it sounds like
getting her mixed up with somebody on a different Love and Hip Hop franchise. Somebody said Bambi.
mm-mm. Oh no, I can't stand Bambi. I know vividly who that is. Um, see now y'all gonna make me look it up.
Well,
It was a girl.
what are your
But my
thoughts?
point is this: she's going to do anything in her power to stay relevant. However that, however that looks, however that looks. So if that means she got to be in the news for getting her back blown out by the wrong people and going to court about it or being all on social media about it, like I don't. Can we name three songs of hers? Because if we know you more for your antics than for your actual talent, then you're not talented.
No, she actually has like a legitimate fan base. So Ariel says Summer Bunny. Is that who you're talking about? The
That's
lady
probably the chick, Summer Bunny. I knew it was Summer something.
who
It
now
was
I'm like,
Summer Bunny. She was fighting on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I knew it was a Summer somebody.
let me
Because
see.
I remember how I remember was when I did my reviews, I used to call her Winter something.
I've never heard of her before. But
She
no,
was on there. She
Summer
was a
Walker,
whole bird.
of course she is. Most summers are certain. I'm just playing. Let me not do that. At least the famous ones
I
are.
got a little niece named Summer. She's
Right.
so not.
I
She's
mean,
mean though.
I mean,
She's so mean though. No, my niece Summer is mean. She makes me angry. So she's a mean little girl.
Eden TikTok says that Summer Walker is low key this generation's best R&B artist, and that is true. But that just goes to
I
show
thought her was like this generation's best R&B.
absolutely not. No, that just goes to show how far R&B has fallen. Her is not no damn. Don't do that. Now I can't. I'm sorry. Hers music made me go to sleep. Like I
I
can't.
like her.
I
I
don't.
do like her.
I
Her and
don't.
her guitar.
I like for the R&B girlies, the modern R&B girlies. I like Ari. I like Jasmine. I like Summer and I like SZA. And then I mean there's some other indie
I don't,
ones.
but see, to me, Jasmine is not.
That's not
Jasmine is a generation before this one. To me, like Jasmine is kind of in between the Beyonce generation and this current generation. You know what I'm saying? She's comfortably in between. Because this generation R&B to me is 20 somethings. Beyonce generation is late 30s, early 40s,
I would still put Jasmine in the same.
which is my generation.
I see what you're
And
saying. But I
Because
was,
Jasmine is older than these girls. She's been around longer than the new generation.
but she's still making, and that's exactly. And see, it's so funny that you mentioned that because her last album, everybody loves it. The young girls like it. I'm a huge Jasmine fan. I didn't like her last album. Hotels. She over here talking about I'll pay your rent if you nasty. Who? Who's rent? I don't give a fuck how nasty you is. I'm not paying your motherfucking rent, nigga. What the fuck? So I'm sorry. I feel like Jasmine Sullivan makes pick me music low key. I'm not even gonna lie. Um,
I'm not a big Jasmine. I think that she's talented. I would
she's
never
very
take that away. Mama can sing her face off, but I'm just not a big fan of Jasmine Sullivan because I don't like women who have that airy, ethereal, raspy kind of voice, which is why I was never a huge Brandy fan.
what?
But she's all right for me, you know. I don't have no problem with it. I got some songs by Brandy I love. Her best album is either Full Moon or Never Say Never. I probably lean to Never Say Never, but Full Moon was a good
I think
album too.
my favorite.
But I'm just not a fan on a female voice. I like clear. I don't like Kim Burrell for the same reason. I'm not saying that they're not talented, but for me, my taste, personal taste, that airy, raspy, ethereal kind of voice, I don't really care for. Which is why I didn't like Aretha for that reason.
I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love
I
Jasmine.
think she could sing.
I love her. I love their music. But yeah, that's all I have. That's all I got for Summer Walker. I
Yeah,
hope
but
that
listen, Summer Walker will be forever known for her antics, for her doing the wrong thing, than she will for her music.
Aphrodisiac was a good album on Whitney. But these young,
Afro, you mean by Brandy? That was a good album.
it was. But these young
Yeah.
people know.
Brandy,
Right.
listen, the one thing I
Okay.
would say about Brandy,
Okay.
her writers write for her ass. I ain't gonna lie.
What
They
happened to her?
write for her. To Brandy,
No, yeah, because like I feel like she has. They say that Brandy has horrible luck. Like she just has bad. They
she
say that.
don't have no horrible luck. She do things that she put that boy eye out from Immature or
What?
IMX. She put his eye out.
What
She
she?
killed that lady. She tried it with Monica and got her ass beat. Brandy, you be calling stuff and you I don't have no understand for Brandy. That boy for the rest of his life
Wait,
don't have an
no.
eye.
Stop. I'm
He
sorry.
don't have no eye. He got an eye patch.
I'm not. I'm just gonna say messy so we can just take a sip because I just
Did she not put his eye out? Did she not put his eye out?
messy.
Oh, 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 oh.
Take a sip every time you hear the magic word.
I'm
Listen,
not gonna keep taking steps for you.
I am because I'm gonna keep on saying it. I'm gonna keep on saying it so
And look at you, you trying to get me toe down.
I can get you so you can calm the fuck down because you over here lighting it up.
No, because did Brandy not put the boy eye out?
Hold on, wait. I don't know nothing about that. Now I do know
The guy
about.
from I Am. No, it's very well known.
No,
You
I
know
know.
the
I'm sure it is. I'm just saying that I don't know. I never heard that. I'm sure it is. But hold on. I'm just saying Brandy has. They say that Brandy is bad luck. They said every TV show that she come on, as soon as she like is a guest star, like right after that the show cancels. 101 star. What else? The
this
game.
is that's the universe saying, yeah, we don't see it for you. You kill people and put their eye out.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to defend. Don't let me defend her. But I mean, it was an accident, right? I mean, so did Lisa Lopez. Lisa Lopez accidentally ran someone off, and had her like it was an accident. It's not like
Wait, what did Lisa Lopez do?
she had a car accident and a little boy was
I don't
fatal.
remember that.
She had a fatal car accident with a little
I
boy.
don't. I don't remember. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm not tripping, right? She even talked about it in her documentary, like right moments before. This was a great documentary. I might go back and watch it. She was so ahead of her time. I wonder, like, if she was alive, like where she would be. I feel like people would probably. I feel like she would probably be batshit crazy because of the industry and stuff like that. I don't know. All right, we're gonna move on. We are running through
Papa
these.
Walker is a bird.
She is. She is. Can we talk about the writer's strike?
Yes. So much good stuff is gonna be pushed off.
So
So
I
about that.
actually don't. I'm not really well versed. So Nickelodeon star, what is it? Giovanni Samuels. Y'all remember her? Isn't she cute? I used to love her. Like she
What
used
was
to.
she on?
She was on so. Oh my god, she was on like Nickelodeon. She was on
See, when you were
all
watching
that.
Nickelodeon, oh,
Right,
all that was my show, but I was early stages of all that.
right. So
I
she was
was
like
still when Kenan and Kel were on there, when Nick Cannon was on there.
she was on the last on the end stage of all that. She was
Didn't
on.
they change the theme song and it wasn't TLC anymore? Oh, 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 eh.
I feel bad for people who didn't grow up in the 90s or at least were born in. I feel so bad for you early 2000.
They don't
God.
have theme songs to television shows anymore, which is so unfortunate.
They do some like Orange is the New Black. That's my shit. The animals, but they don't hit like they don't hit
Yeah.
like they used to. They don't, but they do have some. I don't know. Oh, Power's theme song. They say
Yeah, Power's theme song, Joe sings the hell out of that. Remember they tried to change it to Trey songs and the whole world was collectively like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We want Joe. Get
yes.
Trey songs off of here.
And it's like if you're going to, they probably they should never change it, but if they are, like change it with like a tank, someone who can
Or
actually.
somebody who got chops. Trey Songz cannot sing, not like Joe, let's be clear. Trey Songz ain't even in the same stratosphere as Joe. So if
Sound
you gonna have somebody sing, have somebody that can at least hold a, you know, some singing chops to, you
so
know.
y'all, I'm this is why I'm actually happy that you're on the show tonight because I'm not really well versed on the writer's strike. This is not the first strike because wasn't the last one was in '07, right?
They had when the last writer's strike happened, that's when you had the explosion of reality television.
Right.
There was reality television before that, let's be clear. But then there was one even before that in the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
So
There was
what?
one, I think there was one in the late 90s as well. The problem is that they're asking these reality stars to also, because most reality television shows have writers and the writing room. So
Right.
those people are in the strike, and many of the people that get on these shows after a year or so, they start to get on other shows and they get SAG cards and other things. And they're asking them in solidarity to do that. But most reality shows now do have a writer's room. And so these people are on strike too. So it's not just like it's only going to be scripted shows. Many of the reality shows are in jeopardy as well.
I'm confused. So okay, I just are the writer pause. Make sure y'all like this video, give this video a thumbs up, like this live, and take a sip every time you hear the word messy. Um with that being said, give some people some chances to engage. Why are the girls going on strike? Like what are they not getting paid for their work?
They're
Like
not paying these people. They're not paying these people.
what they paying them
Movie ticket sales are astronomical. You're talking about movies making billions of dollars with the B, and you
mm,
paying people a couple $1,000s. You're even talking about television shows that um residual checks and stuff for television shows are making just pennies and things like that. And you have literal actors that are showing their checks. Oh, I made 3 cents in my residual check. And these ain't people. Yeah, it's things like that. They're not paying. And these, all of the corporate entities that own these companies, the C suites of all of these major media conglomerates. Because remember, you used to have, real back in the day, all of these cable networks and network televisions had their own companies. But around the time of that last writer's strike in '07, many of these companies started to come together and form conglomerates where now you got Paramount, you know what I'm saying, which owns, a whole slew of television channels. You got ABC, which
mm,
owns a whole bunch of stuff like ESPN and all of that other stuff. You got NBC, which owns a whole lot. So you have these big conglomerates, and they got bigger, and the people up in positions of power started to make more money and give less money to the writers' room, to the actors involved. Some of these companies, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I hope burn and rot in hell, and I wish nothing but bad for them. And I'm gonna give you the perfect example. And this is a company that everybody loves, but
Big
what they've done to black shows, real good black shows, they don't do right by it. And
Who?
that's that goddamn HBO.
I was gonna say something about them too.
I would never forgive them
What they do?
for Lovecraft Country. They'll never be forgiven for what they did. Lovecraft, they'll never be forgiven ever.
I'm Lovecraft Country was scary for me. That was I'm not saying it should have been canceled because there was definitely an audience for it, but I couldn't watch it. It was too much. But what happened? They canceled it because it was too black, too racially motivated.
All of it. It was teaching too much. Like
Mm.
each one of those episodes, they will tell you went down a different area of horror. Each episode was a different genre of horror, and then each episode had like dozens of things that pointed to black culture and black history that people just honestly did not know. It will be little people, in the movie business and television business, they call them Easter eggs. Well, there would be Easter eggs littered throughout where people just did not know this was real history and real culture. And it was really teaching, it was going down the history of all of the things that television never touched with regard to our history, our culture, and where we come from.
So I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna so with the residual checks, right? That means that if these shows continue to play, the actors and the people that are involved get a check for each
Hmm.
that they get, even when
Hmm.
they stop filming.
Right.
Okay, and so
That's
Trey and
name, image, likeness.
say it again.
Name, image, and likeness.
Okay,
So when you're on these shows, you as casting credits every time that show airs, just like on the radio. Anytime they play your song on the radio, you get money for every time. That's why YouTube will give you a copyright claim or copyright strike because anytime that plays, if it's your voice or your image or you portraying something, you're supposed to get paid. The problem is they're only paying these people fractions of a penny for each time.
so yeah, that's what somebody
Meanwhile,
said.
they're making
Yeah.
billions
Mhm.
because you notice people have gone from traditional cable to now streaming services. And when you add up all of the different streaming services that you end up paying for, you end up paying more for that than you did for cable.
And now, honestly, the people not even watching streaming services, they watching us. People's tuning into our live shows and shit like that because I mean, there's really nothing to watch. Like what I mean, and then like what show is on right now that we're really looking forward to watching? Because the damn sure ain't Housewives of Atlanta, okay? It damn sure the fuck ain't Euphoria. Euphoria, that show. I'm kind of glad that show because
Well, you know what you call it died
yeah,
today.
we gonna talk about it. That was one. That's we gonna talk about it. Oh Lord, I don't know. So what? I mean, what we gonna get off this topic? Like what? So what is gonna come out of this? I mean, they just gonna stop. Right?
Um,
They're gonna keep pushing back shows.
all of the scripted shows are on hold.
Yeah, so y'all might as well go ahead and cancel y'all streaming services. Hey Darren, y'all might as well go cancel your HBOs and then half of them streaming services like HBO Max or Max and Peacock is nothing but reality shows anyway. HBO does posted a whole slew. Like I was on Max, I'm like, where are all these reality shows come? Max is looking like Paramount. Like
Mm.
it's just nothing but like yes, I don't know. You probably don't have Max because you don't fuck with them,
I
but
do have that. I do.
it's nothing.
Well, I should say like this, and I hope they're watching. It ain't mine. My best friend pays for it, and I got a profile on his account.
Gee, well, my husband pays for it, and I got a profile on his.
Yeah,
So,
P Valley won't be back. Nikki, P Valley won't be
he
back.
probably not coming back.
Not until after this writer's strike.
What?
I mean, Tyler Perry won't have no problem because his actors aren't. I don't think they have SAG cards. I don't think most of them are not a part of
Well, we know
SAG Astra.
Tyler Perry be paying his actors in dick and pussy, so they'll be fine.
Tyler Perry, baby, listen, them knee pads that he got on his knees, honey. Cause baby, listen here.
Didn't he have a child? Didn't he have a child? Shouldn't his child be like that we've never heard of, seen of? Okay.
You see my face, right?
He has a son, but we've never.
Oh, I believe you. I know that he does, but
Where? Who?
doesn't Donnie McClurkin have kids too?
So does Kirk Franklin. So does Kirk Franklin. Your boo Carry On is one of his.
But Kirk Franklin is not doesn't have membership down to the Rainbow Coalition.
He doesn't?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Kirk Franklin don't have membership at the Rainbow Coalition.
How you know?
Listen, I'm at the Rainbow Coalition. Hello.
Kirk Franklin is very okay.
Kirk Franklin might be metrosexual, but Kirk Franklin don't got membership at the Rainbow Coalition.
Oh, I always thought that Kirk Franklin was one of the girls. The way he be carrying.
He's not one of the girls.
He's not.
Miss Donnie, there's a whole bunch of it now. Gospel is engorged with a lot of the girls that got key cards down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound. But Kirk Franklin
and them fillers, I'm sorry.
He got a lot of feelings. Remember, Kirk Franklin has been around since the first time I ever saw Kirk Franklin, I was a little boy.
He's still a little boy. He's all of 5'1".
But what I'm saying is he was a grown person back in the 80s. Like almost 40 years ago. So Kirk Franklin got to be about 60. Let me look that up.
No damn 60. Don't play with
him. He ain't far. If he ain't 60, he ain't far. Watch this.
Kirk Franklin is not 60.
Watch this.
Well, you know what? You're right. He was a grown man when I was like a little girl. So maybe
Kirk Franklin is 50.
55.
Okay. See? He ain't far.
Oh, I just guessed.
I'm going along with that.
Okay. Y'all, somebody search up Kirk Franklin's age.
I'm going to say he's 55. I'm going to agree with you. He's about 55. But he ain't nothing south of 50. I'm going to tell you that right now.
All right. Next.
So wait a minute. What show were you expecting to come back that you were waiting to come back for that you think is going to be affected by the writer's strike?
Definitely P-Valley. Definitely. I was looking forward to that. What other shows? Euphoria. A lot of the HBO, P-Valley, Euphoria, because I was supposed to come back this summer, right? Or no? Maybe because they're talking about some
House of Dragons were supposed to come back next year. They probably gonna push that off.
My husband watches that, but they talking about some 2026 P-Valley, Euphoria. Those were like my two number one. No, those were my two ones. I mean, I don't know. He's 53. Kirk Franklin's 53.
Okay.
Do the girls watch? Do y'all watch? I don't watch Power Book no more. I don't really watch BMF. Yeah, I don't watch that. So yeah, those two shows. What else?
Nothing.
You know what? You know what show I did enjoy, and I gotta look at these comments, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to neglect y'all. But the show that I did like, and they kind of just fell off, Big Little Lies. Like,
is that the one with Kerry Washington?
No, that's Little Fires Everywhere. That was okay. That was a cute one, but no, it has the other white girl, Drew Barrymore, or whoever the fuck.
I've heard about it, but I never watched it. That's just like that show on NBC that makes everybody cry that my best friend loves. This Is Us. I don't watch it. I don't watch it, but people love it and they swear by it. They say every episode have you crying. I ain't never watched a day of that mess.
I don't have time to be doing all that.
I don't have the type of energy.
I don't. Hold on. So with Monique wanting more money from the back end of the major success of Precious correlate with the writer strike fighting for? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
I don't know if whatever they negotiate is going to be retroactive because there were contracts and things already signed. And I don't know what we could do for her with that, and whether or not whatever agreement. Now, there are a lot of times when you have unions that make these agreements, they are retroactive. But retroactive, how far? You know what I'm saying? Like how what where's the cutoff for retroactivity? So
And then not only that, most of the shows that I'm currently watching are reality shows. Like so, but yeah, I think P Valley and Euphoria, but definitely P Valley, hands down. And
I'm looking forward to the second season of Interview with the Vampire. Oh my god, that first season was so good.
I've never heard
Oh,
of
it was so
it.
good.
What about
Interview
that
with,
show on HBO? But you don't like HBO.
I watch HBO. I'm not saying I don't watch it.
What was it? It was with it's
Like the Righteous Gemstones is one of my favorites on there.
See, most of the shows that I was watching was canceled. Like, I love me some Insecure, but I hated the way it ended. I don't like Abbott Elementary.
I love Abbott Elementary, and this is coming from a teacher.
Maybe
Love it.
honestly, only people that I know that enjoy that show are teachers, are educators. I don't like it. It's background music. I literally put it on when I'm cleaning my house. Okay,
It's funny to me.
I'm gonna move
So
on.
funny.
I'm gonna move
And then
on.
my baby daddy on there.
No, I don't find him to be attractive at all. He does
Oh,
not
Tyler James. That's my type. I like skinny guys. I like tall, skinny
dirty.
guys.
Yeah. Yes, I love Insecure. I hated how it ended. It was horrible. Like they literally, I don't know. Maybe the writers were on strike when it came to Issa Rae and her Insecure ending because
You know, there are very few shows that have had a good ending.
But my thing, like, I just don't understand, like, literally, on the last episode, like, all these things, like, why the fuck did Molly's mom die on the last episode? Like, we didn't, and then she got married on the same episode. Like, what? How are we going to a funeral and a wedding all in the same episode?
But you know, they did time lapses, if you remember.
I don't care. And then the episode's only 20 minutes. Like, come
It
on.
was longer than 20 minutes, but
28 minutes. Stop it. And then let's be for real.
in time lapses, that's how.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Name one show that had a fitting ending.
I can't think of it at the time. It was not a 45-minute show. You're a liar. Oh my God, Britt, get out of here.
It was.
It was not a 45-minute show. Those
It
shows
was an extended episode, the last episode.
Okay, the last episode. Well, it better be with all that shit of a damn death and a wedding all in the same episode. I better be motherfucking 45 minutes. She was dead ass wrong for that. Hey, sis.
I'm waiting for you to tell me one show that had a fitting ending. There's not any. Oh, well, I'll take that back. Cosby Show had a good last episode. That was a good last episode of Cosby Show. That one.
I liked Power. I liked Power's ending when Tariq killed Ghost. I thought that was a good.
Power got stupid after season 3. The rest of it was just season 3, season 4. It ceased from being believable and plausible, and at that point, it was just put it out of its misery. At that point,
I think Power had a good ending, but then they started up with a new, Power book, and then they came through with Mary J. Blige and her horrible acting. Mary, you've been in the industry for too damn long to be sounding like you reading off a damn.
And she's still horrible. She's still a horrible actor. It's just horrible.
How about she only horrible? How about her net worth is only 10 million? Like, girl, you've been in the industry but my whole entire life, and you only got 10 million to your name.
Mary J. Blige came in the industry 31 years ago in 1992,
and she only got $10 million to her name.
A mess.
A mess.
She's probably not getting her behind beat by KC from Jodeci, and then she got with this other man that what's the man name she just divorced? Name started with a K. Keek-Alarn, Kankles, Kangaroo. Killmonger. I don't know the man name, but did he take all her money too?
Yes, he did. Take a sip every time you hear the word messy, because that's exactly what Teddy is being right now.
How am I being messy?
Listen, R.I.P. R.I.P. We got some R.I.Ps to give out. First,
Kit and Caboodle, stole all that woman's money.
Take a sip every time you hear the word messy, and make sure y'all get this video.
You just go say, I'm not taking no more sips of this gin. I'm not doing it. Get me toe down, messing with you.
Monday.
On a Monday, like I ain't got to be to work. Like tomorrow ain't my busiest day of the week. Girl.
Flash get paid $300,000 an episode. I mean, I bet she do. She need it. I want to say rest in peace to Sinead O'Connor. Um, Sinead O'Connor. I know some of y'all are real young. Y'all don't know who that is, but Sinead O'Connor was one of the first. First of all, she was a beautiful white woman with her bald head self. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just remember being a young girl. I just remember being in the '90s and seeing pictures of her. I'm not really hip to her, but I remember being very young and just being like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Who is this white woman? Like she just was
She's
everything.
most famous for redoing Prince's song. I
Uh,
think more people probably know that song. More white people, I should say, know that song from her than they do from Prince.
I could see that. But I just want to say, Sinead O'Connor was, I mean, she was famous. She was a famous singer. Was she an activist? I would consider her to be an activist. But what we know her for most was her calling out the Catholic Church. Anybody that calls out any form of religion is a okay with me.
Lemon Kush Pepper, I love you down. You're not gonna kill off my girl, Silly. I don't believe that woman did.
Well, who,
You're
who?
not gonna do that to me. After I be done fell on this ground.
No, don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do. Don't,
don't scare my heart like that, baby. I be done fell on this ground.
hold on. Now you got me googling.
It's not. It
Oh
can't be.
my God, they are saying that.
If TMZ ain't got it, I don't believe it.
Okay, then they haven't said it.
If TMZ don't have it, it ain't happening.
That's true, but they are saying that Celine passed away. But why
Don't
would
do
they
that
say?
to Celine. Don't do
Why would
that to
they?
her. Don't listen. I
Why would
love
they?
her.
Why would they say
And
something like that?
Celine has one of the greatest voices I've ever heard. She's in my top 10 greatest voices of all time. I'm just sorry.
Celine ain't die. Celine ain't die. Anyways,
Oh, I
but
know she did. I ain't worried. Girl, y'all ain't gonna kill my girl off
rest,
like that. Now
rest in
the
peace,
scary
Sinead.
part is, here's the scary part. You always notice how they say somebody dead, they not really dead. Then a couple weeks later, now
They
they
got
magically dead.
That's why it's so. Anyways,
We
let me
keep killing off Celine. I can't do that. Don't do that to my heart.
say that.
Ooh, child, don't do that to my heart.
And then we also have a special rest in peace to August. What was his name? I'm sorry, August
Angus,
Angus Cloud. Aw, dead at 25. What's
yeah,
going
it
on?
sounded like he did it to himself.
Well, yeah, if you pass away at 25, I mean, and you ain't have no problem.
Meaning he intentionally did it to himself.
Not intentionally. I thought it was an OD.
Well, there's some people are pointing to he was trying to get to that because remember they just buried his daddy and they say he was having mental issues and stuff like that coming off of dealing with. He just buried his daddy last week.
And the same thing, Sinead O'Connor buried her child last year. It's sad. It's just sad, child. So that's that. And the last story we have before we move on, we're in right now. We have reality
Oh
TV.
yeah, Iyanla Van Zant's youngest daughter died too.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Hmm.
I'm not a fan of Iyanla, but I think that's I couldn't imagine losing a child. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's that. Parents don't expect to go before their children.
No, absolutely not. How old was her daughter? If it was her youngest.
I think it was she was maybe like 20 something. I don't remember the
Oh
exact
my,
age.
are you serious? Well, we definitely won't be getting no more of Iyanla Fix My Life. I don't like. I'm not a fan. I ain't gonna give her too much because she grieving, but I'm not a fan of Iyanla. I'm not.
She's said some things recently that's been problematic.
It's not even fuck recent. I'm talking about her whole brand. Fentanyl is taking out so many people. Shit, Tracy. I mean,
Well, the thing about it is, remember, Iyanla is not a licensed therapist or anything like that. There were people who worked on that, staff and people who were on the crew, and they had licensed therapists on that crew that behind the scenes would be doing the real work and the real heavy lifting. She would just come out here and do her antics and say something that sounded cute and keep it moving, while it was really people behind the scenes doing a lot of work. And she ended up being the face of that. Um,
I'll never
And I
forget.
don't want to take anything from her in that regard because somebody has to be the face of it. But I just want to give credit. I just want to give credit to the people who were really doing the real work.
Well, I mean, yes, you're right. She's a life coach. She's not a licensed therapist, and I feel like she did a lot more damage than she did, or just as equal damage as she did, helping people. Now, maybe some of the people that she really helped, maybe those videos didn't go viral, but all of her viral videos, she fucked them people up. Starting with Kamaya, what's the little girl that was like abducted from the hospital? The little Kamaya, y'all know who I'm talking about. She fucked her up. We all remember when she brought I'm sorry, nasally, and brought her on there. Pop my butt, pop my butt. Had a true who else? DMX, all of them. Like I feel like she re-traumatized them more than anything. Oh, but okay, so reality TV. Before we get up out of here, you're not watching Zeus, are you? Zeus. Okay.
Girl,
I forgot you was a classy. He said, "I am a highly educated black man." What the fuck?
okay,
What the
I'm
fuck?
elitist. Okay, not quite bourgeoisie or bougie, but I am elitist. Okay,
I'm sorry. I'd rather be bourgeoisie than elitist.
I would rather be too, but I don't qualify to be bourgeoisie because to be bourgeoisie, to be bougie, you have to come from that
Okay.
and know that whole lifestyle. And you don't come to be that; you come from that. You
Right.
are already born into the bourgeoisie.
Right.
But I'm an elitist because I came from nothing and got up here with the bourgeoisie, and now I can look down at the peasants beneath me and be elitist. Anyway,
So you don't watch.
um, I the only one that I did watch, I didn't watch this season was Bad Boys, and that's because my baby daddy was on there. Carry on.
Well, he.
And so now I just follow his social media because I'm not paying money for that trash.
I'm sorry. I don't understand what it is that you see in him. I don't like Carrie. I think he's a bitch ass nigga.
You just gonna go off on my boo like that? That's what you
Damn.
doing? Your
And
messy ass, and I said that purposely that time. It's gonna go off on my boo like that, girl, girl.
thank you, sis. Zeus is a baby Tubi.
I don't watch Tubi either, girl,
Okay,
girl.
Zeus be having some good shows. I'm sorry, Jocelyn Cabaret, even though she do be,
Jocelyn is problematic. I didn't like her on Love It. She irked my nerves on Love and Hip Hop
it's still a good
Atlanta.
show though. It's still a good show. I'm sorry.
I can't do Jocelyn. I can't do her. I
You know
can't
what? Now hold
do
on.
her.
I'm listen. I'm ghetto. Like it's kind of crazy. Like I grew up in the suburbs, but like I feel like my heart is in I identify with the ghetto. I really do. So that's why I don't. When I use the word ghetto, I don't use it in a derogatory sense. But with that being said, now what I can't do is now that's what I call TV. Or now that's TV. Have you heard of that? That's like the baby. It's like the ghetto word version of Zeus, and literally all it's like Jerry Springer XXX. Like it's really bad. Now that's what I can't do. I've never watched it, and I just won't. I just feel like my ancestors would condemn me for watching that. Like that's where they'll draw the line in blessing me and protecting me.
But they'd be okay with Zeus and that tomfoolery and
They
trash.
know my heart. They know my heart. Now, if they saw me watching now that's TV, they'd be like, now bitch, now wait a minute now. I feel like they'd be watching Jocelyn's Cabaret with me. But if I was to put on,
No, they are not watching Jocelyn's Cabaret with you.
I mean,
Listen, I don't even have this whole meltdown. I did a live earlier today where I was 2 seconds from dog walking young Miami, who compared herself to Oprah by saying she's the black Oprah, and I almost dog walked her, and I had to put it down. I had to go off. I had to get off my live because I was going to drag her and call her some unsightly names. Like I was really going
you
dish
should
rag her
have.
and lay her the fuck out. I was gonna lay her the fuck out.
You should have.
But I said no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I gave her a little bit, I gave her a little light, but just a little light. I ain't even go there. I ain't even talk about how that woman lay it low and spread it wide. And that's her only claim to fame by getting her womb plunged by a man who gets his womb plunged.
I
I didn't say that about her.
I am
I
live.
didn't.
I am currently live on TikTok. Are you trying? Like, what are you trying
I
to do?
didn't. All I said was womb plunged.
You just said it again. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, TikTok.
Thank you. TikTok accepts your apology. Um, just messy.
I'm gonna take a real swing this time, cause you know what? You trying to get me toe down.
Gotta get something towed down. Okay. Listen. Um, what was we even talking about? What was we even talking about? Child? Now I think I am getting kind of drunk.
We
What
were
was
doing the rest in pieces. I remember that.
we moved on from that. We were talking about reality TV. Okay, so yeah, I'm watching. That's what I'm watching right now. Currently, I'm watching Jocelyn's Cabaret on Zeus. It's giving. I'm sorry, Teddy. You can judge me with all your
I'm not judging you. I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting
if you're
here.
elitist, then you're already judging me. I feel the judgment from over here, but I'm telling you that it's
I'm just sitting here. I have not adjudicated you
okay.
yet.
Not yet, right? But you will now. Not too much on now. That's what I call TV. Listen, Capricorn. If you want to listen. If you want to share your login,
Capricorn era 94. The fact that you're a Capricorn like I am, this is beneath you. You're better than this. As a fellow Capricorn,
no,
I
he
can
not.
tell you, Capricorn Aaron, you're better than this.
No, he not. Listen, everybody got a little bit of ghetto in
Oh, I
them.
do have some ghetto in me, which is why I watched the YouTube version of Bad Boys Club, the original Bad Boys Club. I did watch that.
Wait, so Jessica has a cabaret too? Capricorn, DM me them login details. Don't be
Jessica is, she's a
she,
mess.
she I hate when the old school girl used to be coming and talking about how they was making 15K and 13K in a night. It's like, girl, mention when you were making that was back in '03. Like, stop making it seem like this was like a recent thing. The girls is not making that amount of money nowadays. And if they are, they're sucking dick. Let's be very clear. There's nothing wrong with that. But
Well, I'm going to say like this. There are some girls right now, I can tell you right now, there's some girls, there's still maybe one or two down at the Magic City that the headliners, there's a couple headliners over at the office in Miami, who's prop in Miami right now, the number one black strip club in Miami right now is probably the office because King of Diamond is closed.
is it?
What's the one down the street? G5, or used to, is it still called G5?
You
I don't
welcome,
know.
Farragalna.
But what I'm
Farragalna.
saying is, you're right. It's not a lot of girls that's making that much. I'm not going to say it's none. There's still a couple, but even in those girls' days, it was only one or two of them that was making those big. Like, Jessica Dime came after. It was Jocelyn was never making that kind of money. Let's be clear. Jocelyn was never making that kind. She wasn't never legendary. Now Tip Drill was.
Tip
Jessica Dime,
attractive.
huh?
Tip drill is not attractive. I mean, but
She's
okay.
not attracted to me, but the thing she used to do on that pole, I mean, until she, damn near died, falling 30 feet to her death, that's almost to her death. That's why remember she had to have a lot of reconstruction to her body and her face and stuff like that.
I did not know that.
You never seen the epic fall?
No, that this is the one that was on Love and Hip Hop Miami, right?
Yeah. Tip Drill used to be making like 15, 20K a night. She didn't play right now. She's not lying about that. That's why her name was Tip Drill, because when she came in, before she even did one thing, you would see a whole floor full of money because they knew she was about to do some stuff you ain't never seen before. But then, wrong day, wrong time, wrong amount of sweat or coochie juice on the pole, and she fell 30 feet to her death. Not
That
to her death, but she almost died.
that that
She was married to Ruben Studdard. People don't know that either. Exactly. Exactly. She was.
Wait a minute.
She
Ruben
was.
hold on. Wait a minute. Ruben Studdard is not one of the girls.
No, he's not. Julep Liam Club Rolex back in the day. Club Rolex is more so 90s and 80s. I mean, Club Rolex. You know they done tore down Coco's too down there. Don't ask me why I know about all the strip clubs in Miami, and I'm a part of the whole Rainbow Coalition.
Right.
But we go to strip clubs sometimes more than straight men. So just saying,
Why? Out of curiosity, why?
we enjoy them. It's a good time.
I guess for me, I don't enjoy strip clubs because I just I spend too much money. I be trying to like support the girls.
See, strip clubs have the best food in town. Let's be clear. The best food in town be at the strip club. They drinks, especially if you catch them at happy hour, be real heavy handed and be real cheap because they want you to spend money. So they're gonna be real heavy handed with their drinks, and they're gonna be cheaper because they
Fair
want you to spend money.
enough.
And if you're smart enough to say, I don't even see like us on the Rainbow Coalition, I don't even like that, so I'm not going to strip that. So I'm gonna drink all your heavy-handed drinks and eat all your good food and have a good time because the music gonna be popping, the men's is gonna be there, and I can meet a man or two in the bathroom and have a good time or take him home.
Listen, y'all better pay attention. He's putting us on to game. Miss Blue, you better make sure you follow and follow me on YouTube because we go live every 8 o'clock and on YouTube and TikTok. All right, this is the last story, and then we're gonna get the hell up out of here. Did you hear? I'm sure you don't give a damn, but Chrisean, I know it's a blurry picture, but Chrisean, you just can I read the headline? Jesus Christ.
No. Okay, go ahead.
It's the last story. Jesus Christ. Chrisean says that she separated her money from Blueface because he was playing in her face, and he responded by saying he plays with everybody, including God. Now listen. I'm really sad for my generation.
We all have what every generation has an idiot.
No,
or a couple of them.
No, I'm like, wait, so y'all had a shared bank account and y'all aren't married? Like, what? You have a shared bank account with someone who's not committed to you? What's going on? And the crazy part is that she has more followers than he does. And I know you don't watch Zeus. Do you have access to the Zeus account? Yeah.
I know somebody who has a Zeus account. I could probably call them. But am I gonna watch? The only thing of Blueface I know is the sex tape. That's all I wanted to see. That's all I know about him.
I know more about their relationship than I know about mine at this point. Listen. The only thing I want to say, I don't like. First of all, they have a show on Zeus. I don't watch that low vibrational show because it's really like, I don't know. I literally, when I watch it, my whole mood changes. But their show, I watched this most recent episode, and basically she was saying that she wanted to get a schmortion. Okay, she was 20 weeks and she was ready to, terminate her pregnancy, which is her body and her choice. And it's literally all of her family was like telling her to keep the baby and like trying to gaslight her and guilt trip her into keeping a baby with a man who wants nothing to do with her, with a man who constantly disrespects her on a public platform. And these are Black women. Like, that's the crazy part.
But in their defense,
no, there's no
Blueface has been who he's been from the beginning. Let me say this. What I'm saying is, this is her body and her choice, and I'm okay with her making whatever decision that she's wants to make. But don't come to me right now saying, oh, all of a sudden you don't woke up and seen the light about Blueface when Blueface has been unapologetic about who and what he is from the beginning.
Regardless of how she came to the conclusion, she felt, she's pregnant and she was vulnerable. She's very emotional. And on this past episode, she was at her wit end. I've been drinking.
Wit end. But with that being said, though, Medusa,
I'm saying you didn't see the episode. I'm saying that she was expressing that she wanted to end it, and she, that's what she was at.
But that's why I feel like her family is going to know her well enough to be able to say, as women, I always defer to women. or anything involving pregnancy. And one thing that we often hear is the sentiment of a lot of women who've been pregnant, had kids. They always say you are emotional and irrational sometimes in your decision making. And so, to me, the irrational part was her deciding to keep a baby with this man.
And
That's
now
the
she's
part.
and now she's within her right mind and she's expressing what she wants to do. And I just feel like as a woman, for a whole bunch of other women, especially black women, to encourage this woman to be a pretty much to be a single mother, because that's pretty much, if she keeps a baby, that's what she's signing up for. She's signing up to be a single mom. For y'all to encourage that and try to like sensationalize it and appropriate it and try to make it something that it's not, like, oh, like I felt like they were like
I don't. I think it could be, to
I felt
play devil's advocate. I think that that's too black and white for this situation, because it could be a situation where um a lot of women will say, listen, that late in the game, 20 weeks in, there is a level of connection to this body. I'm just telling you what is, said by a lot of women. And to either lose it or, decide to terminate is a situation where I know women who've gone through that and they say, I never got over it. I'm never over it. I always think about it. And I'm not saying that that's her situation, but that could be something that they could be telling her. Another situation that they could be saying is too, being this late in the game, even if you say, I don't want to have this child, I know this happened in my family where people will say, you're right. You have every right to say, I don't want to have this child. And we're way far along. You can go ahead. We will adopt this child. The child will stay in the family. And this child will be raised by me as if it's my own. These things happen. So there are options. But my thing about it is, Chrisean is not a rational thinker. I'm never going to tell her, but her decision making skills should always be put into question. Always. I, she gonna tell me today is Monday, and I'm going to look at a calendar, and that has nothing to do with whether or not we're talking about her having a baby or whether or not she asking me should we eat Burger King or McDonald's. This a woman who we know has flawed choicing skills and decision making.
Teddy, I'm sorry, I gotta respectfully
This
disagree.
is a woman who willfully puts herself and subjects herself to this type of abuse
You
from a
got
man like,
you
what
gotta
do you
go
say?
back. No, you gotta go and watch it. Like maybe I gotta send you the clips, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like, oh, she's pregnant. You know, she's young, she's dumb, and so she's not. She's
But
likely.
20 weeks is way long in the process.
Let's first of all, I don't give a fuck how far it is. Okay,
And depending on where she lives, I don't even know if that's an option.
it
Most
is.
places is
It is.
22.
You
Most
know,
places the
it
cutoff
is.
is 22.
And in some places, the cutoff is at 27. Hello, listen. And I know that is far, but it's still your body, your choice, and you still have options. My thing is this. Let's call thing a thing because you never saw the clips. Chrisean was having that baby to keep that man around. The man made it abundantly clear that he didn't want to be around. He didn't want have nothing to do with the baby. He had no intentions of being in the baby's life. And so she said, you know what? All right, plan B. I'm not gonna keep the baby no more. I had the baby to keep you around. You're not gonna stay around. This is not enough for you to keep you around. So I'm not gonna have the baby no more. And her family, her dumb ass, oh, child. Now the way you want to drag Carisha is the way I want to drag because this is the shit that I'm talking about, bro. Like I'm just so tired of. I just think I'm so tired. Like no demographic of people encourage their women, young women, to be single moms. Like the way her family like sat there and like no, like just take this shit on the chin and like glorify being a single parent. And like she's 22, like you said, she's fucking stupid, she's dumb, she's irrational. With all that being said, why would y'all encourage her to have a child? Like, I don't get it. Especially when y'all know that she's only having the child to keep the said nigga around. Like, you gotta watch the clip. It's cringy as fuck. This woman is literally begging to have autonomy over her body. She's making it abundantly clear that she does not want to have the child anymore, and her family is trying to guilt trip her into being a single mom. And I just don't respect it.
I
Like,
just believe that it's a lot more to it because yet and still we're still only seeing what they allow us to see via the show. There could be a lot more to that we may not have seen. So I just think that it's more to it than just placing that all on the family because there may be a very real reason why they're going that hard. I don't know what we did not see. I'm just saying. Anyway, I gotta
no
I
worries.
gotta
Do a
hit it
hard
in a little bit real quick because I gotta be somewhere before 10 o'clock.
tell the people where they can find you at.
Oh, y'all can find me at LTeddy27 official on Instagram and YouTube. On Twitter or whatever it's called today, you can find me at LTeddy27. Yeah, you can watch my channel. We have a great time over there on my channel.
And we
Be
are
prepared. It's not for the faint of heart.
for a pair. It's not for the sensitive. It's not for the insensitive. So yes, make sure y'all follow L Teddy 27 on YouTube and Instagram, right?
Hmm.
And make sure y'all follow me at Medusa Show Off and the Medusa Show. We go live every Monday at 8, and I'll be back with some more. Thank you, Teddy, for joining our show.
Thank you.
We gonna revisit this conversation. We'll be
Oh
back.
yeah.
I'll see you
All
tomorrow.
right.
All right, see you. Bye, y'all. I'm still live because I ain't got nothing to do. Um, Child, I could talk about. I'm not gonna stay here for too long, but I could talk about Chrisean and her antics all motherfucking night. Okay. Is there anything else that y'all want to talk about before I head out of here? Medusa, you give um Medusa, you give her more credit than she deserves. She got right. She got rid of the last three. I mean, it's her body. I mean, y'all have to go and watch it. Y'all gotta go watch it. It's real bad. It's real bad. Y'all, I just want to say congratulations to me because this is the first time that my Instagram has not no, excuse me. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. This is the first time I've been live on TikTok and my TikTok has not been taken down. That just lets me know that the ancestors have been watching out for me. All right, y'all. Is there anything else that y'all want to talk about? Anything else that y'all want to talk about? Somebody kept on mentioning how Jocelyn Hernandez is about to get locked up. Do I need to do some research? Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up, a like, share this video, share my live, share my content. Let me know if there's anything that y'all want me to talk about. Stay tuned and I will be back for some more, honey. It's 9:33. Let me go ahead and check on my churn and my husband. Stop acting like I ain't got no obligations. Their relationship is disgusting, and the fact I'm sorry, it just really okay. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone, right? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get up off of here. Statistically speaking, women, especially Black women who have children, unmarried women who have children, so women who have children when they are not married, they are at an 85% increase of being single mothers and having inactive fathers, meaning that the fathers will not be active in their child's lives by the time that they are two. These are statistics. Like, these are facts. These are not suggestions. These are not theories. Okay. Black women who have children that are not married have an 85% increase of raising their children by themselves and not having the daddy involved in their lives at all. So we as women, you can't sit here and complain about the man that's leaving you. It's like, I'm not trying to take all the responsibility off the man, but at the end of the day, with these statistics and this knowledge that's out there, like, that's all I'm saying. If you have a child and you're not married, you are at the likelihood of you raising that child by yourself, if you are a Black woman, is high as fuck. And I don't know how else to dumb that down and break it down for y'all. So at some point, a lot of y'all, a lot of us are choosing to be single mothers and then complaining about it. And I just don't get that shit. Like what? I don't get that. Am I tripping? Y'all give me a like. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm confused. She should be able to get a fourth if she okay. I done lost some people in the chat, so maybe I'm tripping. He told her from the jump he did not want a kid. Her, she was trying. I could say more, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I just think that so. I think that like a lot of time. I think a lot of times we as black women or just women, we like to put it. We love to put it on the man and create this narrative that like the man, oh, this man got me pregnant and he abandoned me and blah 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 and left me with this child. But in actuality, like the writings were on the wall, and this man, and like let's like at the end of the day, a lot of as a woman, as a mother, I can say that a lot of us allow these men to get us pregnant. You got pregnant by a man that didn't want you, that had no intentions of committing to you, and then y'all be confused when y'all have to raise these kids by yourselves. And I just don't get that. And I'm tired of fucking seeing it. That's why I don't have no sympathy for Summer Walker, Chrisean Rock, Jada Waiter. I just I'm tired of this shit. This ain't the 90s. Are we still here? Hello? That's all I have to say. That's all I gotta say. But thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. I don't know what happened to my live on Instagram, on TikTok. You know, it's always some. As soon as I start talking some real shit, that's when my live be getting taken down. We got 2,000 likes. We still here? Okay, Capricorn, we still here. I know that's right. Thank you. Shout out to the Stone Squad. Shout out to my gems. I don't know what happened to my TikTok, but it's okay. The only victim is the baby. She picked that BS for herself. And the sad part is like and this is another conversation for another day, but it's just like a lot of black women, like black, I just feel like sometimes we put a lot on the man. It's like a lot of thank you, Ruli. I know y'all still here. Thank y'all for still fucking with me. But I just feel like we put a lot on the men. And it's like at the end of the day, this is our body, our choice. We have autonomy over our bodies. Like if you don't want to be a single mother, nobody's like that's my point. Nobody's forcing you to be a single mother. If you don't want to be one, then you don't have to be one. That's my thing. Like I'm not saying that all these single mothers chose to be single moms, but I'm sorry, but yeah, no, if you have a baby with a man, you're not married, I feel like that you are choosing to be a single mother because statistically speaking, the likelihood of you being a single mother is high as fuck. Is slim to is a higher chance of you being a single mother than you being a married one or being, you know, having an active one, an active father in your child's life. Statistically speaking, from a socioeconomic standpoint. Okay? And so women, while we have our rights, I know the government is trying to snatch them away from us as you know as we go on, but he was trashed by day one. And you let a trash man ejaculate inside of you and get you pregnant. You see what I'm saying? It's like where do we as women take accountability for our actions and for the men who you see what I'm saying? I just feel like there's a lack of accountability and I'm just kind of tired of it. It's the same thing with Summer Walker, dumbass. It's the same thing. It's just like, but I'm just saying, if y'all are not watching, because we're talking about Chrisean, if y'all are not watching, you know, Zeus, just go and watch the most recent episode. It's a bunch of black women encouraging another black woman to be a single mom, and them same black women will turn around and complain about being a single mother. I don't get it. Her family asked her to keep the last three and she didn't. She does what she wants to do, so I will not feel bad for her. I do feel bad for Chrisean. I'm sorry. I used to not feel Tracy. I used to not feel bad for Chrisean either, but after seeing her mama and her and that mush mouth and her lack of teeth and her mom is clearly on drugs. I feel bad. I feel bad. Chrisean really had no. It all makes sense. I always say, marry before you carry. If so, marry before you carry. So if he don't wife you, leave that baby in the heaven gate. Listen, and when I say these things, people want to tell me, oh, now that you think that you're married, now that you're married, you feel like you're better than like that's nothing. When people when I be trying to when I be trying to put the young girls on game, they be projecting their insecurities onto your girl and be saying how I'm like coming at them sideways. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to stop you from being a single mother. The bar is in hell for some people. I think the bar is in hell for a lot of us, for a lot of our people, and that's the sad part. But that's it, y'all. I got me a bacon cheeseburger in the fridge. Just calling my name. So I'm gonna go scarf that down. Y'all let me know if there's any TV shows I need to be watching. I know there's a writer's strike, so any good shows I could be watching, y'all let me know. I have 2 kids and have been married 2 times. I don't play about that. You put a baby in me, you better put a ring on me. That baby will be at that. I listen, Ron Bruley. That's why that's why you my favorite girl. That's why me and you are. Cause listen, I'm sorry. Can we talk? It's the Messy Medusa live show, so I can be messy, right? Take a sip every time you hear the word messy. I said it twice. So right now I said it 3 times. I'm about to be messy. I know I know I know this woman that's pregnant, right? I asked her, I said, so I said, I asked her about the situation with her father. I said, so what's the status with your child's father? Like what's going on? You know what this woman said to me? She looked me in my eye and said, we're really good friends. That's what she described. That's how she described the relationship with someone who she let ejaculate inside of her. That they're really good friends. That's not her boyfriend. That's not her fiance. That's not her husband. That is her really good friend. And that is when I knew that something was wrong with my generation. Because what the fuck? Bitch, I'll be your friend. Girl, a dog can be your friend. You let your really good friend, you had a baby with your friend. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care how good the friendship is. Ain't enough. What? Had another. That's just one. Had another conversation. And keep in mind, these women are not young. These women are my age and older. I had another conversation with an old girl. I asked her. Um, I said we were just talking about kids. We both moms, and she told me, "Oh, I never wanted to have children. I never wanted to have kids. But I ended up having them because my man wanted me to have them. Guess how many kids she got, y'all? I want y'all to guess how many kids this woman has after saying that she never wanted any of them. I want y'all to guess. Give this video a like. I want you to put in the chat how many kids do you think this woman has after expressing that she didn't want any of them. I'll give you 5 seconds. This woman has 4 children. She got Capricorn, you was close. She has 4 children, and she claims that she never wanted any of them. And she had them for what? A man that she's not, and she's not married. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like a lot of us, we like to put it all on the man, but these men are not forcing us to have kids. They're not. No. No, Julep, you're incorrect. She has four children. Four. One, two, three, four that she claims that she never wanted. And that's my issue with some of these women. They put it on the man. Bitch, it's your body, it's your choice. If you didn't want them motherfucking kids, you didn't have to have them. And that's my issue. But a lot of us, it's this, I mean, like, it's disgusting. That's why I have a problem with this baby mama culture. This Jada way to you got this dumb bitch on the side, Summer Walker, talking about how she was trying to live her best life as Jada Waiter. Tried my best to be Jada Waiter, but I couldn't. Jada Waiter is somebody's baby mama. What are you talking about? Your aspirations in life is to be a baby mama. You already are somebody's baby mama. What are you talking about? But see, that's the examples that are being set for our generation. Let me get up off of here. I'm sweating. I'm drinking. Let me go ahead somewhere, y'all. Did y'all enjoy the show? Y'all had y'all a good time? That had me a good time talking to y'all. I love coming on here. If you haven't, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And make sure y'all share the video if you can. Did y'all enjoy the show? I told you I never feel bad for someone who picks their BS. Tracy, what's your sign? Because me and you, we here with it. Unruly, you already know you know. But I will be back, y'all. I will be back. We do this every Monday at 8. Thank you for tuning in to the messy Medusa live show. Unruly, go ahead and take your hit. All the other people that's watching, make sure you take a sip every time you hear the word messy. And I'll be back with some more. Thank you, Capricorn. Great show. I sent you a TikTok DM. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read it now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I love y'all so much. I'll be back with some more. See y'all next Monday at 8 o'clock. And I think we'll be on the Darren Green show on tomorrow at 8 p.m. to review Tired Ass Housewives. I didn't even watch it. So my son, what? Your son is in college? Tracy, I thought me and you was the same age. Ain't we? You look like it. Your son is in college. What's going on? Tracy, how? He must be a freshman. He bet not. Your son bet not be. What? Tracy, me and you. I thought this whole time me and you was the same. I thought this whole time you was in your 20s. Girl, I'm Molly. I'm trying to get like you. I'm about to get like you right now. Let me get up off of here. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go be a mother. I'll be back for some more. I'll see y'all next Monday, 8 o'clock. Deuces. Follow me on all social media platforms. Follow me. Oh shit. If there's any Black women that's watching this, I don't know if y'all know this, but I do moderate a book club, and I'm about to relaunch it next month for September. So follow me on Instagram if you're interested, because I will be posting content for the book club at Medusa Show Off on Instagram, and follow me on TikTok at the Medusa Show if you don't already. And I will be back for some more. Tracy, okay, that's why you look so damn young. That makes sense. All right, I'll be back for some more, y'all. I love y'all so much. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.